What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Market Watch. I'm Jason Zwolak of the Zwolak Group with First Team and Christie's International Real Estate. I hope you all had a great week. For those of you tuning in for the first time, each week I tackle different real estate topics, including local market updates, all in the hopes of helping you navigate the world of home buying, selling, and investing. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe so you're notified every time I post. I post new videos every week. Over the course of the pandemic, we have consistently heard about the impending housing crash. The current economic environment has only fueled this further with surging interest rates, highest inflation since 1981, and a volatile stock market. No doubt about it, this will definitely have an impact on the economy and housing. Yet the data doesn't show that it will be to the extent predicted by some who immediately jump to the worst possible outcome. The Great Recession is still fresh in everyone's mind, even though it was over a decade ago. It either happened to them specifically, a family member, or a friend. There was what felt like an unstoppable wave of foreclosures and short sales. Home prices plummeted, erasing years of appreciation. Unemployment jumped and took over 6 years to recover. The Great Recession was the largest economic downturn since the Great Depression, and it has left deep scars on society at large. Today, home prices continue to soar. Interest rates remain elevated above 5%, housing is just starting to slow, and many are predicting another recession. One thing to remember, only 2 of the last 6 recessions negatively impacted housing values here in Southern California, and both were caused by the housing industry. The savings and loan crisis of 1980s and early 1990s led to a recession and drop in home values that started in August of 1990. One of the main reasons for the recession, unsound real estate lending practices. The Great Recession began in 2007 after the March subprime meltdown. Easy credit, pick a payment plan, subprime lending, zero down loans, easy qualifying, adjustable teaser rates, and fraudulent lending all led to the largest downturn since the Depression. When pundits start talking about a potential recession, everyone immediately remembers the Great Recession and they expect the economy and housing to behave just like it did in 2007. They forget about the other recessions where housing values continued to rise. Today's housing has an extremely strong foundation with years of tight lending qualifications, large down payments, fixed rate mortgages, plenty of nested equity, and limited cash out refinances. In housing, during a slowdown, demand falls, the active inventory rises, and it takes longer to sell a home. During the Great Recession, there was an abundance of homes available to purchase, and it was matched up with low demand. Consequently, home values plunged. In Southern California, there were nearly 120,000 homes available in 2007. Compared to the 19,000 homes available today, it's over 6 times more. Today's missing ingredient that would lead to falling home values is supply. The number of homes on the market today is far below averages prior to the start of the pandemic when values were still rising. The Orange County supply currently sits at just under 2,500 homes, a sharp rise from the 994 homes to start the year, but still far below the 3-year average prior to COVID for this time of year, which was 6,255 homes. That's 155% more compared to today. Even with a 17% rise in the past couple of weeks, inventory is down by 3,800 homes. Keep in mind that the inventory levels since 2012 have been remarkably low compared to the Great Recession. With quickly rising mortgage rates so far this year, demand began to slide after reaching an early peak on March 31st, when it normally rises. After initially dropping slightly, demand has stabilized and rose in the past couple of weeks. However, it is still 21% lower than the 3-year average prior to COVID and 30% lower than this time last year. The housing market has already taken on 5% plus rates, and there are still plenty of buyers looking to purchase at these higher rates. The recent rise is indicating that demand has indeed become more stable. Even with demand being down, the low inventory continues to fuel the hot sellers market here in Orange County. The expected market time has risen from 20 days on March 31st to 34 days today, a 2-week increase. However, at 34 days, the housing market is still an insanely hot level. Anything below 60 days is considered a hot seller's market. From 60 to 90, considered a slight seller's market. The market is balanced between 90 and 120 days. It does not become a slight buyer's market until the expected market time hits 120 days. And we typically don't see home values significantly fall until it is a deep buyer's market above 150 days. Today's 37 days is nowhere near a balanced or slight buyer's market. As the inventory rises and demand remains stable, the expected market time will continue to increase. We should remain in a seller's market this year, but it will take longer for sellers to find success, especially as the year progresses. Sellers will no longer get away with overpricing their homes. They will have to carefully arrive at their asking prices, taking into account the most recent comparable pending and closed sales. In the past couple of weeks, the luxury inventory of homes priced above $2 million increased from 568 to 616 homes, up 9%. This is the highest inventory level for luxury since August. Luxury demand increased by 14%. With demand climbing faster than supply, the overall expected market time for luxury homes priced above $2 million decreased slightly from 80 to 76 days. This remains an extremely hot market for luxury, but at 76 days is still considered a slight seller's market. Year over year, luxury demand is down 21%, and the active luxury listing inventory is down 2%. The expected market time last year was at 59 days, almost 20 days faster than today. For homes priced between $2 and $4 million, the expected market time in the past 2 weeks decreased from 61 to 54 days. For homes priced between $4 and $8 million, the expected market time decreased from 107 to 106 days. For homes priced above $8 million, the expected market time increased from 201 to 401 days. At 401 days, a seller would be looking at placing their home into escrow around June of 2023. For those of you wondering about distressed homes, which are made up of both short sales and foreclosures combined, they made up only 0.1% of all listings and 0.1% of demand. There are only 2 foreclosures and 1 short sale available to purchase today in all of Orange County. Last year, there were 14 total distressed homes on the market. Overall, there were 2,585 closed residential sales in April, 26% less than last year. The list to sold average was 107.2% for all of Orange County, showing that homes were still getting multiple offers and sellers are cashing in. With this shifting market, it is now extremely important for you sellers to price your home correctly. Do not overprice your home or it will sit. Buyers, you need to be prepared. Come in with a strong offer, strategize with your agent on ways to find and secure your home. There are definitely wins to be had in this market on both sides. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you're notified every time I post. If you have any questions, send them to me directly or write them down in the comments below. I'll make sure to answer them all as I am here to help in any way that I can. I hope you all have a great weekend, and until next time, take care everybody.